This program is sponsored in part by
Municipal Credit Union, serving the financial needs of our members since 1916. MCU, strong like the members we serve.
Transit Check, saves money for commuters, lowers payroll taxes for businesses, and it's also good for the environment. With Transit Check, everyone benefits.
The Transit Managerial Benevolent Association, protecting the rights of non-represented, active, and retired managerial employees within the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. Mike Landy, President.
Con Edison, on it. Working for you 24/7, we're delivering reliable service, energizing your life, empowering your business. We're people helping people every day.
And by the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York, fighting for the rights of the police officers who protect New York City. Patrick J. Lynch, President.
To another edition of Transit News Magazine. We've got miles and miles of smiles for you this month here at the Universal Circus. I'm Stephanie LeGrand.
The theme this year is Us, an unforgettable global experience of circus arts, music, dance, and animals, all under the big top. I'm Derica Abraham.
And Derica, the Universal Circus has been thrilling both young and old for over 19 years. Tonight's performance is filled with transit employees and their kids who are looking to have a great time under the big top.
So, before we take in the show, laugh at the comedy and wow at the trapeze artists on this month's show.
What's so special about this bus operator? I'm Jacqueline DePino, and I have that story.
You'll find TA buses going up and down Broadway. Well, tonight, the TA is performing off Broadway. I'm Leon Goodman, and I got that story.
From high above the ring, Silk. Jean-Claude and Tatiana, an amazing artist, defying gravity as they fly through the air, bringing thrill to those below.
And another amazing gravity-defying group were the Tuskegee Airmen. Now, New York City Transit has honored these heroes by naming a depot after them. Here's Mike Charles with that story.
March 23, 2012 was an historic day for the MTA. The 100th Street Bus Depot was renamed in dedication to the African-American Air Force Squadron known as the Tuskegee Airmen.
With this gesture, we honor the accomplishments of some of America's finest and most courageous heroes and dedicate this facility to the 12 Tuskegee Airmen who came to work for New York City Transit System after returning home from World War II.
After honorably serving their country in World War II, many of the Tuskegee Airmen came home to face discrimination and the inability to care for their families. New York City Transit was one of the few employers that opened their arms to these brave soldiers.
When other employers said no, New York City Transit hired these men, took them into our family, and gave them a home away from home. They worked on the front line as transit dispatchers, bus drivers, collection agents. They worked in the front office at the Office of Labor Relations. Many of them were managers, many of them were directors.
One of the reasons the Tuskegee Airmen gravitated to New York City Transit was because of the Transit Workers Union. In 1937, it adopted a constitution that banned discrimination.
The Tuskegee Airmen were about fighting for recognition, for equality, and for breaking down the barriers that existed for African Americans in the armed services and across America in employment, housing, access to loans, and so many other things that most Americans took for granted.
Dr. Roscoe C. Brown, a legendary captain of the Tuskegee Airmen, along with other airmen, World War II veterans, and their families, all joined in for this historic occasion.
This certainly is a way of recognizing the accomplishments of the Tuskegee Airmen. It also recognizes that the Transit Authority was one of the first to give opportunities for African Americans to work in technical areas. So this is really a great day for New York. It's a great day for the nation, but it's a better day for the Tuskegee Airmen.
Renaming the 100th Street Bus Depot was a long and sometimes arduous journey that started with the daughter of a former transit employee who was also a Tuskegee Airman.
I was so gratified that so many people took up this call that it was a dream. It was just a dream. And I began to realize one person just has to make a difference. You create a ripple, and that ripple was picked up by so many people. And we worked as a team to make this happen. There were so many people in transit who made this happen.
Many years ago, when I was on the MTA Board of Directors, I felt the importance of renaming this depot, mainly because so many of the airmen were up there in age. You know, I was really close with Dr. Roscoe Brown and Percy Sutton and some of the others, and I thought that it was important that we rename the depot to give them an honor that's well-deserved.
Not only did the MTA board have to approve, but the Tuskegee Airmen themselves had to be sure that their legacy would not be tarnished.
I had to convince the National Organization of Tuskegee Airmen. They were concerned at that time that, they didn't want their logo on dirty buses, and we assured them at that time Joe Smith did not allow dirty buses. And it was a battle within our organization when they really saw that, this was going to be an honorable thing.
And having a depot named for some of the most famous pilots in American history tells the story of their bravery for generations to come.
Nobody knew about the Tuskegee Airmen, let alone the ones in the depot who worked within the transit organization. And I wanted to maintain that history. I wanted to keep that legacy. I wanted to educate our children and the public about these men and all that they had accomplished, not only while they were airmen, but what they accomplished afterwards also. Percy Sutton, he waited tables, he worked as a conductor, he was a token clerk, all while going to law school. He got called to duty again, he came back, and he continued to pursue, and look at all he accomplished in his lifetime.
And many of those who fought in World War II came out to pay homage to their fellow soldiers.
It's great to be here and see this change of name to Tuskegee Airmen. They deserved it, they fought well, they did a lot of wonderful things. And it's a great pleasure, it warms my heart to see this activity today. I really enjoyed every moment of it.
The veterans who were able to attend were grateful that their heroics will forever be remembered with every bus that rolls out of the depot.
And this dedication is a tribute to excellence, it's a tribute to opportunity. So when the vehicles leave here every day with the patch of the Tuskegee Airmen on them, I think there'll be a silent flight of P-51 red-tailed Mustangs zooming over the terminal, doing a victory roll, because that is what we did. Thank you very much. Okay.
The Tuskegee Airmen were honored to serve their country, and by renaming the 100th Street Depot, we will honor them forever. For Transit News, I'm Mike Charles.
When it comes to entertainment and miles of smiles, the circus is the best value for family fun.
And when you want the best customer service in the country, well, transit employees, it doesn't get any better than that. Right, guys? Go Transit! Here's Jacqueline DePino with more.
The Sloan Public Service Awards are seen as the Nobel Prize of city government. For 39 years, the Sloan Awards have been presented to civil servants for their excellent performance and dedication to the public.
We've been giving the Sloan Public Service Awards since 1973. This is the 39th year, and every year we go and we honor 6 individuals who, by their work, exemplify the best in public service.
And Mr. Jeffrey Dean is the first bus operator to ever receive this prestigious award.
Jeffrey, come on up.
The recipient of the Sloan Award is given a check for $10,000 and a plaque. So why exactly was Mr. Dean chosen?
Reading about all your citations, an extraordinary number from people who have benefited from your courtesy, from your love. It made a huge impression on us, and we were thrilled to be able to honor you, to give a little something back for your service.
Good afternoon, young man. Hi, I remember you. Bless you.
As all of you know who may drive a bus, it can be a very challenging feat each and every day. And through his commitment to customers, his colleagues, and his community, he stands out as a champion, and he makes me extremely proud.
Now let me put a safety belt more. Hello. Good afternoon. How are you? Oh, welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome.
Jeffrick goes beyond making sure his customers are happy. By learning 5 different languages, he is able to greet his passengers in their native language.
Buenos dias. Good morning. Buenos tardes. Good afternoon. Buenas noches. Good evening. Que Dios te bendiga. May God bless you. Baruch Hashem. Yom Yom. Blessed be with you every day. Sante Pahoni. May God bless you.
Throughout their careers, extraordinary MTA drivers usually receive just a few unsolicited commendations. Mr. Dean, however, has accumulated 122 in his 22 years of service.
He usually say the same thing he's saying without y'all being here, you know? So it's not a put on, you know? And he's really great.
Oh yes, I'm telling you, he's very professional.
Right.
I haven't seen any like that. Announcer suite, he'll wait for somebody getting on and getting off. You know, he's very professional.
They say courtesy is contagious. If that's true, let's hope Jeffrick's courtesy spreads throughout the city. This is Jacqueline DePino reporting from Transit News.
The Universal Circus is truly international, bringing acts to Brooklyn like the Shaolin Warriors, an acrobatic kung fu group.
The MTA and other government agencies are reaching out to women, minorities, and small business owners who also have a big dream. Here's Celeste Faraji with that story.
In March, the MTA hosted the New Partners to Build New York conference to create business opportunities for New York minority, women, and disadvantaged business owners.
It is our obligation and focus to create opportunities for state-certified firms in order to create jobs in neighborhoods where historically there have not been any job creation. And so essentially we are going to include our state-certified firms in our buying out process.
The purpose of the conference and workshop is to open a dialogue between government and local business owners who would not normally have a chance to meet face to face.
The new paradigm is to build programs first and then go out and recruit firms. So we are currently awarding a record number of contracts to state-certified minority women-owned firms as we speak right now, and the best is yet to come.
So what made this event unique? Members of the business community from the island of Puerto Rico came out to learn how to do business with the MTA and other government agencies.
The businesses community from Puerto Rico and from New York. Why? Because it's important that we teach the businesses from Puerto Rico how to do business in New York. It's not easy.
But before one can do business with any government agency, they should check out their website. And obtaining certification is a good idea.
Well, the entire process takes 90 days. The applicant will submit an application with support documentation. That's followed by an interview with the applicant, which is then followed by a site visit to their locations. After that, a review is prepared to demonstrate whether or not they meet the federal guidelines for certification.
And there is hope for the small business owner.
Let me tell you benefits. I'm a small organization who employs 65 employees, and my organization consists of minority employees from the local neighborhoods. The more business I get from the MTA and the other agencies, the more people I'm able to hire.
The MTA and minority business firms are working together to build a better New York. I'm Celeste Faraji reporting for Transit News.